How are you this wonderful Sunday? It's sunny, it's bright, it's excellent. But you don't sound good. How are you? I wanted to talk about the choices we make today, and the choices, thank you for asking, and the choices we make and how blessed good choices are. Every day we make choices, don't we? You chose to be here today. You could have also chosen to be at home. Sooner or later, some will make choices between the Kansas City and the Philly tonight. Don't ask me who I'm rooting for, because I know this church might be divided. Stay away from the politics of the game. We make choices of the kind of pair of shoes we buy. Maybe you're on trip to Italy and you see these beautiful fancy shoes, or in Europe and you say, darling, we have to get that shoe, and it so looks nice, and you buy it. And you come back to the US, you wear it 1 month and your leg is feeling like, not all that glitters might be gold. We make choices. Or you make a choice, younger folks here, teenagers. You make a choice to put that photo of yours online, put it on Instagram, because you want to look like the cutest girl or the most handsome man, and you do this all crazy stuff, and you realize 5 years after, you messed your career up. Because every choice has a consequence. Or you choose to eat ice cream all day. Good for you. And somebody said, that's me. And after 6 months, you realize that everything has gone haywire. Or you choose to tell little lies because you are a smart kid. You tell those little lies at home, you tell those little lies at the workforce, and all of a sudden, nobody takes you seriously. But you say, but a little lie. Or you just choose to be a good girl, a good boy. And all of a sudden, people are inviting you to events. People are talking about you. Every choice has a consequence. In heaven, on earth, God has set things rolling in order. We learn from our basic catechism that from creation, see, if you go back to that Genesis 1, in the beginning, says it was empty, but actually says in the Hebrew language, it says it's tohu dabohu, it's chaos, it means disorder. And then God put order, and from the ordered the world to walk in sequence of order. And that order is the orderliness of the world. Well, you might call it physical laws, but above the physical laws, there are moral laws. In Old English, we speak of the cosmos. Cosmos is of the same root as ordered, put together, in symmetry and balance, in composition, in visual communication and composition, in symmetry and balance. There is that orderliness that is ingrained in nature. Both physical, moral, and spiritual. If you doubt it, why is it we have rain sometimes, and snow sometimes, and sunshine sometimes? It's part of that sequence of cosmic order. Animals jeans. If I decide to make my nose as long as that character, what's the name of that character? Who? Pinocchio, exactly. If I make my nose like that, okay, good for me. I know that I have projected my skin beyond its proportion and it's out of order. Sooner or later, I'll be seeing the plastic surgery every time. Or if I decide to change myself from being a male to female or female to a male, well, every choice has a consequence because it's part of order. Do you know the good part? God created us in order and gave us the freedom to navigate in this order as well. Fantastic. Because God could have created us in order and given us the mandate like an autocrat and say, you must act this way. This is the only option you have. But that's not what God did, because it was part of order to give freedom to those who have natural intelligence and capability of making their life decisions. But he tells us, look at Sirach. He says, if you choose, you can keep the commandments, and then they will save you. If you choose. He respects even the order of creation that he has made by giving us the power to choose. That's part of his order. But he's also given us the alternatives, because the one we choose will determine the outcome, because it's part of his orderliness. So if we choose the order that links with his order, which is his master plan for the world he has created, then we have blessing, because the outcome of it is good return on investment. But if we say no way, we know this factory better than my father. I have taking care of this cow. You have only been there for 5 years. Your dad has been there for 40 years. I know the cows better than my dad, and I will do it this way. Good for you. Because you realize that the person who has made it knows all the nooks and crannies and the consequences, and say, this is the right way. These ways you can choose, but this one will lead you to better outcome. Maybe I have PhD. Maybe I have watched too much of Hollywood movies that create reality out of no reality. Maybe I have sophistications in linguistics. Maybe I have the incredible intelligence of computer wizards. And I can create my alternate universe, and metaverse, and verse, and versa. And then I can say, yeah, you see, this is a better world. Forget about this cosmos. We figured this out. We've put the world in a better shape. Therefore, we have to act this way. And when you say you act this way, I say, good luck with that. Because that will blow in the face of everybody. How can I be so smart and smarter than thousands and thousands of documented history of the orderliness of the world? And yet God says, choose. When Jesus came in the scene, what did Jesus do? You know, sometimes we paint the picture of Jesus as this nice guy. I want to tell you something, church, and those online, you hear me? Quote me anywhere. We paint the picture of Jesus as this nice guy. If Jesus were in this church, in our church today, people would throw stones at him because he was very radical. The things that Jesus said, the messages he gave at the time, They were messages that will make everybody in the world, including the church, cancel you. But he said them anyway. So when he comes to this matter of the law, even though he has changed many things and shaped everything, so people expected that he would say the law is useless. What did he say? He said, oh, no, I have not come to abolish the law. I'm radical, but I know what is order and I know what the law means. Rather, I have come to give you even advanced knowledge of the law, so you know why we put it in place. So it's not just about the letter, but about your salvation. And then he steps up. Do not commit adultery. No. Do not look at a woman lustfully. Jesus already knew that there will be internet. He already knew that there will be pornography. So it's not just about... So he's already anticipated the future. What are you thinking in your mind in your relationship? So take care of it first, so that you can keep this other one. Do not be enemies. No, don't call somebody a fool, because it's in the heart. It starts from the heart. And on and on and on. So he is giving us the higher standard of the order that will lead to saving grace. He did not abolish it. And I know that's bad news for some of the preachers who preach about grace without good works, or who believe that once saved, always saved. Whether you obey the law of God, it doesn't matter, because you are a Christian. Christians don't obey the law. Christians don't obey the law only in the sense that our moral life is above the stipulations of the law. It doesn't mean that we are not going to respect the path that God has set forth, but we choose. So I'll end this message today by saying, why then did God give us the right to choose, when he knows that many of us will blow it every time? I will answer the question differently. Without freedom, how can you say you are responsible? Without the power to choose, how can you say you made some effort and learned even from the mistakes of wrong choices? To put it differently, if there is no freedom to choose, there will be no need for many choices. There are many choices so that we can choose the right one. So that when we choose right, we can say, yes, we made it. You can pop champagne for yourself. When you choose the wrong one, we do that all the time. We can learn and navigate and mature. But choosing the wrong one all the time and excusing ourselves for the wrong one, that is terrible. And that's the big sin of the world of today. We pray not to be victims of that sin. God love you.